This is Termin Brothers Outdoors.
Today we're working on the impeller to this Alpha One Gen 1 MerCruiser lower unit. We start by taking out the anode here with a wing with an Allen wrench, and the rest of the bolts are 5/8. You want to start with the front and the back first, and then that'll help you give clearance to these side ones, because as you loosen them, it'll bottom out, and you need it to the lower unit to slide down to give yourself some more room.
Just want to take a minute to show you guys on the lower end where that bolt is located. So we're right under here. So you guys can now see how on each side we gain a little bit more clearance as that lower unit starts to come off to get those last two. My brother's working on the one on the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one on this side. All right, guys, there's one more Allen underneath here that you don't want to miss. It's a little tricky, so it's hiding underneath that anode.
Yep.
As well as these two bolts underneath.
Yeah, here, flop.
Yep. All right, with a little bit of wiggling, get the whole lower unit to come free. So now we're going to show you guys how to do the water pump replacement.
Be interesting to see what this impeller looks like.
A little bit crushed inside there, though.
A little bit off to the side.
Here's the new housing. Looks exactly the same as the old. Just got to put the new impeller inside. All right, guys, you get a plethora of gaskets here, so you got to make sure you pick the right gasket for your water pump and slide that on first. Just kind of try to backtrack the order that they came off, and the last one off has to be the first one on.
And then
Next was the first metal washer, or gasket I should call it. And then we're going to continue to try to match up the old gasket with the new from our kit. Looks like we found our match there. So that gasket goes on next.
So, all right, we got all of our gaskets in. We're gonna put our Woodruff key and angle the little flat part up. We're gonna find the groove and have it up, slide this down, and then we whip it around till we get it right on to our deal here. Pro tip, take a little bit of dish soap, put that little bit of dish soap in the bowl. You're gonna ring that around here a little bit, get it everywhere, so that when you put this case over, you spin the shaft clockwise, and this will drive right down in perfectly. Put on there, spin it clockwise, and as we spin clockwise, we push down, and it'll fit right down in there, perfect. Now we just got to cinch it down. Different sizes for our bolts on the water housing. The middle ones are 7/16. The end one that's underneath here is a 5/16. And then this one at the end here is a 1/2 inch.
All right, we got the whole housing tightened down. Not exactly sure what this rubber grommet or whatever you want to call it is, but
A seal of some sort.
Yep, slide that back on, as well as this part.
Water tube. And then we're gonna grease this spline.
So what we did We got the back anchored first and threaded just to hold the lower unit in the front. As I push up from the tail end here in the back, it really got Anthony the ability to get that second one in. So we have two in, and it's just like clockwork from here, like you're tightening down a tire, even just rotating around, getting them all on and tightened up.